Karen broke cafe furniture during a tantrum was forced to pay while customers watched. The Karen broke cafe was a haven in the heart of Willow Creek, its warm wooden tables and frothy lattes drawing locals like moths to a flame. But on that fateful Saturday, the air crackled with tension thicker than the cafe's signature espresso. Karen Miller, a regular known for her sharp tongue, stormed in at noon, her heels clicking like a countdown to chaos. She demanded a refund for a latte she claimed was undrinkable, though the cup was half empty. The owner, Tom Hargrove, a man weathered by years of customer complaints, calmly refused. That's when the storm broke. Karen's voice rose, slicing through the hum of conversation. "This is outrageous," she shrieked, slamming the cup down. Coffee splattered across the counter, drawing gasps from nearby tables. Tom stood firm, his jaw tight, but Karen wasn't done. In a flash of rage, she grabbed a chair and hurled it against a table, splintering wood and shattering a ceramic mug. Customers froze, their phones emerging like silent witnesses. The barista, Ellie, a college student with wide eyes, ducked behind the counter, while Sam, the older barista, tried to intervene, only to be met with Karen's venomous glare. The cafe became a battlefield. Karen, now a whirlwind of fury, toppled another table, screaming about injustice and disrespect. Tom's patience snapped. "You're paying for this, Karen," he said, his voice low but unyielding. She laughed a sharp, bitter sound daring him to try. The crowd murmured, some cheering Tom quietly, others whispering about Karen's unraveling. Then, a twist emerged from the sidelines. Mrs. Clara, an elderly regular who'd sat silently in the corner, stood up. Her frail frame belied her steel. "Karen, you've terrorized this place for years," she said, her voice cutting through the noise. "Enough." The room fell silent. Clara, always overlooked, revealed she'd been documenting Karen's outbursts for months, sharing them with the neighborhood watch. Her words shifted the tide, emboldening the crowd. Tom seized the moment. He pulled out his phone, live streaming the wreckage, and declared, "Pay for the damage, or I'm calling the sheriff." Karen's bravado cracked. She scoffed, but her hands trembled as she reached for her purse. The crowd watched, unblinking, as she counted out $500 in cash every cent for the broken furniture and dishes. Ellie, still shaken, whispered to Sam, "Is this right? She's paying?" But Sam shrugged, his face unreadable. The payment felt like justice, yet the cafe's warmth was gone, replaced by cold accountability. As Karen handed over the money, her eyes darted to the crowd, searching for sympathy but finding none. She muttered something about suing everyone and stormed out, the bell jingling mockingly behind her. The cafe exhaled, but the victory was bitter. Tom looked at the cash, then at the wreckage, his dream tarnished. Clara, now the unexpected hero, sat back down, her knitting resuming as if nothing had happened. The customers dispersed, some clapping, others shaking their heads. Ellie wiped down the counter, her hands still trembling, while Tom began stacking broken chairs, his shoulders heavy. The aftermath lingered. Willow Creek buzzed with the story, split between those who saw Tom stand as righteous and others who pitted Karen, whispering about her crumbling Lithia divorce, a lost job, a soul fraying at the edges. Clara's revelation added fuel, painting Karen not just as a villain but as a cautionary tale. Yet the cafe struggled to heal. Some regulars stopped coming, unnerved by the clash, while others flocked to see the Karen broke spectacle. Tom, once a dreamer, felt the weight of his triumph, wondering if he'd lost more than he'd gained. The story of Karen Broke Cafe wasn't just about a tantrum or a payment, it was about community, accountability, and the cost of rage. Karen's meltdown laid bare the fragile line between justice and vengeance, between standing up and tearing down. Clara's quiet courage showed that even smallest voices could shift a narrative, while Tom's stand asked whether victory could ever be clean. As the cafe, its scars remained, a reminder that some breaks can't be paid for. What do you think, was Tom's justice fair? Or did it deepen the rift in Willow Creek? Share your perspective on accountability and community conflict.